So you've done day 1 and now we're on day 2 of our toned ab sequence. So we're focusing on our quadruped, plank and rollover. So to get started, we can come into a 4-point kneeling position. So you want your shoulders over your wrists, your knees in line with your hips. If you have any wrist issues or injuries, you can always come onto your fists and that takes the pressure off of the wrists. Otherwise, have your hands nice and flat. We're going to come into our cat-cows here. So you're going to exhale, start to round through the back, press away from the floor, draw your gaze towards your navel. And then I want you to inhale, start to let your belly hang towards the floor. You're going to start to lift your gaze and open up through the tailbone. Exhale again, press away from the floor, drawing your gaze towards your navel, really round through the back. Inhale, start to arch your back here. Exhaling, scooping up. Using your breath, inhaling, starting to release. From here, you want to find neutral spine, so you're not arching and you're not rounding. We're going to come into our quadruped. So with a minimal shift through your pelvis, I want you to start to extend your left arm, right leg out nice and long. From here, start to float the hand and leg off the floor, and then I want you to lower it down. So nice and controlled here. And then you're going to swap to the other side. So try not to feel your pelvis shifting from side to side as you start to transfer the weight. With whichever arm is attached to the floor, I want you to lift out of that shoulder. Belly button's drawing to your spine, and I want you to find length through your toes and your fingertips here. Reaching out nice and long. Using your breath. Exhaling as you start to float the leg and arm up. Inhale to lower it down. So it doesn't matter how high the leg goes, it's all about control, your pelvic control. On this next one, I want you to keep your opposite arm, opposite leg reaching long. You're going to open your arm, open your leg out just 20 centimeters away from your midline. You'll start to feel your obliques engage here, nice and controlled. 2 more like this, and you've got your last one. Lower your arm, lower your leg, swap to the other side. Find length through your right arm. Find length through your left leg. Open out. Just 20 centimeters and then close. You've got 3 more here for 2. Last one. Lower your arm, lower your leg. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. We're going to come into our plank here. So reaching one leg out nice and long, and then you're going to reach your other leg out nice and long. Belly button's drawing to your spine. If you ever find this too challenging, up on your hands, you can come down onto your forearms and lift away from there, whichever suits you best. From here, you're going to hold your plank. If you can, you're going to float your right leg out, not long. Lifting it up, holding here for 3 more seconds. 2, 1. Lower your leg, lift your other leg up. Just holding here. You've got 3 more seconds, 2 and 1. Draw your belly button to your spine, nice and strong through the arms. We're just holding this plank here. Using your breath, keep pressing away from the floor. Using your breath. Keep pulling away with the arms. You're nice and strong through the legs. We're in our last little bit here. You've got 5 more seconds and 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down. You can come back into a child's pose position. So reaching your arms out nice and long. Take a nice deep belly breath here. And then exhaling to release. You're going to come back into that plank position. We're just going to finish here with our mountain climber. So we start to engage through our deep abdominals. So reach back with one leg at a time. And then I want you to draw one leg in. And then you're going to alternate here. You can either run or you can take it slow. We've just got 10 seconds here for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself down. Reach back into that child's pose position. And then I want you to peel yourself up. So we're going to lie onto our backs now. We're coming into our roll up to start with. So you're going to lie all the way down, legs are long. With your hands, I want you to reach them overhead. Keep the backs of the ribs engaged onto the floor, tailbones nice and heavy. You're going to take a nice deep inhale breath here. As you exhale, start to float your hands so they're in line with your shoulders. You're going to continue that peel up. Imagine I've got your fingertips. I'm helping to lift you up and then over and then re-stack up nice and tall. Belly buttons draw into your spine. Start to lower yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Reach your arms up overhead. Take a nice deep belly breath here. As you exhale, float your hands in line with your shoulders. As soon as they become in line with your shoulders, start to peel yourself up. Keep your heels connected. Lift yourself up and over. Re-stack up nice and tall. Rolling off your sit bones, belly buttons drawing to your spine. Arms reaching up overhead. Exhale, float them in line with your shoulders. Peel yourself up, reach up and over, scoop up through the abdominals, and then re-stack up nice and tall. Lower yourself down one vertebrae at a time, and I want you to hold it here halfway. Can you scoop it up 2 inches, and then lower yourself down. Exhaling, and then inhaling. Keep rounding through the belly, using your breath here. You've got 5 more. Feet are heavy for 4 and 3. 2 more. This should all be your core. Last one here, and then lower yourself down. Place your hands by your side. So now we're going to come into our rollover. So if you need to wiggle yourself down, you can. But from here, you're going to float your legs into tabletop, and then you can reach your legs out nice and long. The other option is, if you just want to go straight from your legs here, and then you float them up. So your legs are reaching up towards the ceiling. We're just going to start with our 3 rocks. So you're going to exhale, start to peel your tailbone off, and then lower it down. Exhaling, peel your tailbone off. Inhale, lower it down. Keep reaching your legs out long for your last one. And now we're going to go into our full rollover. So exhale, start to peel your tailbone off. Press through the backs of the arms, lift your hips. From here, you're going to separate your feet. Roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Once your tailbone anchors, circle your legs out, connect them together, repeat the movement. Open out through the legs. Roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Tailbone anchors, circle the legs, connect the feet together. Start to float them up overhead. If you want to, separate your feet, you can flex your feet. That's a full neural load. Lower yourself down. Circle your legs down and around. You've got 1 more here. Separate the legs. Flex the feet if you want to. Lower yourself down. Nice and controlled. Circle the legs down and around. Connect your feet together. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. Well done. That's day 2 of your toned abs.